Career-driven partners who appear glamorous and endlessly charming are often hidden traps in intimate relationships. Because these people likely lack the genuine ability to truly love another person, many assume that professionally successful people are better at managing relationships, but the reality is often quite the opposite. Their attention is perpetually focused on themselves, their goals, and their achievements, never on the relationship itself. When you're with someone like this, you might initially be drawn in. They're goal-oriented, disciplined, decisive, and in control. Everything seems perfectly planned out, but gradually, you'll notice the relationship becoming increasingly unbalanced. You grow more and more frustrated while they remain consistently cold and distant, practically indifferent. From a psychological perspective, these individuals typically exhibit two distinct characteristics. First, they are extremely self-centered. Their emotions, time, and energy are almost entirely concentrated on their career. Your feelings and emotions are irrelevant in their eyes. Even when you simply want to share your day or express a little frustration, they might respond dismissively or show obvious impatience. It's not that they don't understand, they just think these things are meaningless to them and not worth their time. This doesn't mean they have low emotional intelligence. On the contrary, people who succeed professionally often have very high EQ. They simply refuse to invest that understanding and patience in you. So why do they become this way? Often, it's because they grew up under tremendous pressure and deprivation. Maybe their parents were extremely strict, where only getting first place or attending prestigious schools earned them love. Or perhaps financial hardship forced them to shoulder life's burdens from an early age. These experiences plant a deep belief. I can only rely on myself and must constantly strive upward. Their ambition is actually fear-driven, but this motivation is cold. It lacks warmth and doesn't understand tenderness. So, in intimate relationships, their approach is, whatever makes them comfortable, that's what they'll do. Unless something pleases them or serves their interests, they typically can't muster any enthusiasm. They won't initiate communication, nor will they comfort you. Sometimes they'll even transfer their workplace stress and grievances onto you. Second, their expectations for intimate relationships are often unrealistic. They want you to be exceptional enough, attractive, well-educated, capable, ideally matching them in every way. This pickiness appears to be high standards, but essentially, it's a projection of their own deep insecurities. The harder they fight to prove themselves in the external world, the more inadequate and unworthy of love they often feel inside. These emotions they refuse to acknowledge get transferred through criticizing and belittling you. What they value isn't you as a person, but what kind of external image you can help them maintain. The more external validation you receive, the more proud they feel. When you no longer meet their expectations, they might look elsewhere rather than work on your relationship issues. So don't just look at someone's achievements and abilities. Career-driven people are indeed very appealing. They're disciplined, ambitious, and financially stable. But you must understand that this attraction comes with a price. You'll get almost no emotional value. You must constantly grow to maintain the relationship's balance. And once you can't keep up with their pace, they'll likely reassess your value to them. If you can accept this relationship dynamic, then continue. But if what you truly want is to be understood, seen, and treated well, I'd advise you to leave sooner rather than later. Otherwise, you'll be the one who ends up drained and diminished.